being peaceful to being overly freaked out. I'm talking about Chop been so freaked out lately. He on songs telling bitches lick his gooch. Like, what are we talking about?
Hey, yo. Yo, what's going on, people of the universe? How's it going? It's your host here, Brandman Reacts, and today we got another video for you guys in the form of NLE Choppa versus NBA Youngboy beef 100% explained by your boy Get Like Prince, man. Get Like Prince, he W content creator. My boy been doing his thing in the music space. Y'all please be sure to check out his channel, like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and also show my boy some love on his channel, man. But listen, y'all already know there's been a whole lot going on with NLE. My boy that had like 3-4 transformations. He done transformed to humble MLE. You know, we had YN NLE. Now we got NLE the great, the boy that want to be Tupac. You know what I'm saying? But listen, bro, we finna go ahead and get straight into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, NLE Choppa going to war with Youngboy. I mean, out the blue, he dropped the whole diss track against Youngboy, and this ain't no little regular diss track. Choppa going all out. He put billboards up of this diss track in Youngboy hometown. He took direct inspo from Hit 'Em Up, and then the music video was basically an NBA Youngboy depiction getting degraded. Like, he had this man on the leash, then he dropped the pic on Twitter holding his head like a trophy. And I'm not gonna lie, Chop wasn't just talking nonsense. It wasn't on some just, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you. He was really bringing up valid points when it came to Youngboy. And we all know Youngboy a crash out. I think it's only a matter of time before he responded to Choppa, because, like I said, Chop got real disrespectful. And today, we digging into it all.
And I ain't gonna lie though, like real quick, it's interesting to see how this gonna go, because if you trying to like be a better person and like, you know what I'm saying, because basically NLE was, what he was saying is, you are poisoning the youth, you know what I'm saying? But bro, how you gonna beef with somebody that we all know, I know, you know, your mama know, your uncle, your cousin, brother, sister, all them, they all know, you know what I'm saying? Beefing with Youngboy probably ain't, you know what I'm saying, the best life choice. That's all I'm gonna say, you know what I mean? But y'all know what I'm talking about.
So look, NLE Choppa, NBA Youngboy, these is not strangers to each other. They had beef back years ago, 20.
Hey, my boy, gotta get that old retwist, man. Dre's getting, you know what I'm saying? Let me chill out.
22, they was beefing. If we, you know, go through the time machine, take a look back, Chop was coming up. He was becoming this new artist. And you know, if you're a new artist, you're gonna get compared. People was comparing Chop to Youngboy. It was a lot of comparisons. So many comparisons that the fan war kind of turned into a real war. Fans was split on who they wanted to support. They like, oh, Choppa sound like Youngboy, but I like Youngboy, so I'm gonna listen to Youngboy over Choppa. Even though the fans didn't need to pick a side, they just wanted to anyway. And like with some other situations I spoke about, this wasn't no situation that was just little. Like, this was a whole conversation getting hella traction online. So much traction that at one point, Chop would get on IG Live and address it. But he wouldn't just address it. He would say something that put a stain on his career when it came to him and Youngboy. He called Youngboy his favorite rapper. And this is a point that done got brought up 100 times. This is the point that's getting brought up right now. They talking about how you dissing your favorite rapper.
I'm up now. Like beef. I ain't beefing with none fool unless blood get, because I'm up. If blood ain't shed or if it ain't about money, cause I'm not beefing with none. I'm up, cuz, but fool, I still crash.
That Memphis accent is so thick, bro. Cuz. And listen, I'm from Mississippi, bro, so I hear it all the time. But bro, that Memphis accent is so thick, bro.
Like I'm down though. You know what I'm saying? But since y'all want to post everything, you'll post it. Youngboy, my favorite rapper. You talking about?
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and background play, so you can watch videos while reading.
But as time would go on, like I said, it would turn from just fan drama to really a war between them. And it all started when Choppa making a song with Youngboy #1, Fredo Bang. Now, if you don't know the lore between Fredo Bang and Youngboy, I can make a 2-3 hour long video on all of that.
Yeah.
But the point is, they got beef, and this ain't, oh, we beefing about a hoe or we beefing about something small. Like, people done died behind the Youngboy Fredo beef. So there's real problems here. There's street problems. This blood done got spilled behind this. So with fans speculating that Choppa was beefing with Youngboy, he denying it, yet turns around and gets on the song with Fredo Bang. And it wasn't like, oh, he just on the song with Fredo Bang. He was on the song dropping lines about Youngboy. So from this point forward, it was really, you know, a full-on war because it was personal. So he got on this track, he was talking about Youngboy. And I'm not finna dig into this, but I know y'all remember back when everybody online was speculating on if Youngboy had herpes or not. Well, I ain't gonna say the internet speculating on it because it's kind of Youngboy's fault. He said on the song word for word, herpes in my blood. That got me crying. So Youngboy put this out on the table for people to talk about. Thinking Youngboy got herpes. NLE Choppa on his song would say that I'm hotter than herpes, who messing with me? And people took this as a Youngboy diss, cause what else would he really be talking about? Why else would he just randomly drop a herpes line if he wasn't talking about Youngboy? But their problems would escalate from there because fast forward,
I ain't gonna care, bro. What kind of bar is I'm hotter than her? I'm hotter than herpes, who messing with me? Like, bro, what? Come on, bro.
Night, NLE Choppa, he out of the club and he ran into the one and only Quando Rondo. Now, if you don't know, Youngboy and Quando locked in. They like this. They've been together for a long time. Remember back when the whole King Von situation was going down? Quando Rondo, NBA Youngboy, Lil Tim, they was all right there together. Every single tour date on this Youngboy tour right now, he be having Lil Tim pop out on stage. The nigga just did a show in Atlanta. It was dissing Atlanta, dissing King Von. You know, Youngboy been wilding since he been on tour. Point is, Youngboy, Quando Rondo, they cool, they close. Pretty much one night, NLE Choppa, Quando Rondo, they end up in the same club. Something happened, somebody must have said something. Problems got started. They get having a full-on fight in this club, and they just immediately took it to social media after the fact.
Crack NLE Choppa, homeboy, and running up on me. Hey, crack ass in this NLE Choppa, and I got that found me, and I'm round Houston. What's up? Puss ass, you know what the going on with me, yeah? Free white B, 4K trade, nobody say. Yeah, his partner ran up on me, cracked him in the Hennessy bottle. Bust his little face all open, blood everywhere, and I got that found me. Good, how is you if y'all hiding behind security, cuz? On Jesus Christ, when we brought that out, y'all know what the you did. You came and hid behind security. You was a nigga. On Jesus. You hid behind security and threw a bottle in my head, but you gangster. What you talking about, cuz? Nice ass. You doing this for real. On Jesus. And your ass can't come to Memphis. You talking about? You can't come to Memphis. You talking about? Island, nice, cuz. Bro, great island, nice, cuz. Real talk, fool. Y'all, hey, but y'all.
Man, it is crazy to see NLE like in this point. And granted, my boy Young, bro, he done got in the game. I think he was what, like 16, 17 when he started rapping, bro. I think NLE ain't number like 22, 23 right now. It is crazy to see the transformation that this guy has had at such a young age, bro. Like, it's almost insane. Listening to him talk now is like night and day. I mean, like, listening to him talk, like, on this video, like, currently from the past, like, the future past type shit. But, bro, listening to him talk, like, from back then versus now is like night and day, bro. This shit is crazy. You really can't make it up.
Internet be quick to say I'm the hoe, but y'all just sing behind security. Y'all so dick ride, y'all dick ride so much, y'all gonna be on bruh dick, but this man on the fucking stairs while we outside with that shit, ready to quake your.
Like, bro, that man don't sound nothing like that now.
Behind security, and then you throwing bottles like a bitch.
So the reason why I'm explaining all of this is so you can understand the history between Youngboy and NLE Choppa. History going back years, full of drama, diss tracks, fights, all of that. Because remember, Chop was the first nigga to drop a diss track. Fast forward some months later into the beef, you know, it didn't get explosive, but at one point, Youngboy would do the same thing. He would drop a track against NLE, and he would say this: I bet your mama be destroyed when we send your stupid ass to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them little boys. I could say I saw it. You could say I was your favorite. Better stay up in your place. And before I keep going on, make sure you tap in with me on Instagram at GetLikePrince. I'm trying to grow my brand over there. A follow would be appreciated. And my nigga, you this far in the video, you might as well. So they had problems going on, and I don't think Chop really wanted problems with Youngboy out of all in the industry, because I feel like Youngboy really would take it there. So Chop was kind of stepping back. He did an interview with Act where he was basically like, look, it ain't no problems between me and Youngboy. That's just internet talk on something like that.
What is your relationship with Youngboy, if any? because like he clearly cared about it, right? So he dropped a record clearly taking aim at you, right? He's basically like, yo, tell people that was your favorite. Yo, you don't pick sides of my beef.
Bro, I'm gonna be right here honest. That's one thing about me. I'm never no hater. I'm gonna keep it real, and that's all I'm gonna keep it. That's one thing about me you gonna take from NLE after every conversation, after every meeting. Nobody ever said he wasn't, cause he was. That used to be all I used to bump. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain stuff happened that in the mix of all that, when you blow up and you start to see how everything is and how everything work, that's when stuff get altered. Like, I ain't never say he wasn't. Always, you know what I'm saying? He was, but...
Would you have a private conversation with him, try to, the funny thing about, like, most of obviously between, like, say, Dirk and Youngboy, I don't think they'll have no conversation, because it's that's some street shit.
It's because it's blood behind that.
You're right. As much as you for Vaughn, and as much as you were standing up for Vaughn, you're not trying to, like, you weren't trying to put out a message like, man, it's on site with Youngboy. It's not, that's not what you're... So would you have a conversation with him to at least, like, bruh, y'all used to be locked in with this dude Vaughn. Like, man, I'm gonna stand up for any disrespect against him.
Respect that. Any man that even got any man that got kids, they got a girl or whatever, you should be able to respect. Like, somebody gonna stick up for.
I can understand what Ak is saying, bro. Like, it ain't too many times where you having some real conversation, but this is actually a real conversation right here. Like, when Vaughn passed away, bro, NLE definitely was, like, taking up for Vaughn. Like, all that Vaughn disrespect, he was not, like, for any of that. And what Ak is asking him right now is, like, bro, would you ever have a private conversation with Youngboy and explain to him, like, bro, I'm going to hold it down for Vaughn and I just can't get down with that disrespect, you know what I'm saying? And, like, not really be on that street shit to where it's like, yeah. But it's like, bro, I feel what NLE's saying, but this gotta be just for the cameras. And hindsight 2020, bro, because this happened a long time ago. Like, hindsight 2020. But everything this man done said is cap. It's cap as hell. I ain't gonna everything NLE said was cap as hell. But I feel where you're coming from to a certain degree, though. I can understand it.
For a person like this, it's like one of my blood relatives, one of my folks got stepped on or something, God forbid, and somebody ain't really just have nothing to do with it, even though it came from your camp, it came from your folks. But at the end of the day, like, bro, the influence bro got, like, it's heavy, food. All these kids seeing it, bro, like, they thinking this cool, fool. Like, it was at a point in time where, like, we knew it was smoke between them two camps.
So Chop, Youngboy, they getting this beef, but it didn't go too far. And I personally think this was because of NLE Choppa. Because if y'all look through Choppa's whole career, he done had a million different eras, a million different arts. Remember, Chop came in, he was this gun-toting street nigga. He get on these songs, he rapping about, shoot. But as the years would go on, he would take a step back from his whole street image. And then, remember, he had his spiritual art where he was growing plants and he went vegetarian and he stopped eating meat. And he was basically on some Soul Illuminati time. Exactly like Soul Illuminati is what NLE Choppa was doing. He had
exactly,
spiritual Choppa.
Bro.
He went through all of these different phases, often being very hypocritical, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes he would go through a phase where he's just pushing so much positivity. Then he comes out and he drops a song where he rapping about killing somebody. So Chop was trying to push this peaceful narrative in his spiritual era, but was very, very hypocritical. He went from...
Bro, hypocritical ain't the word, bro. I'm talking about... Bro went from... Camelot, bro, to, like he said, spiritual Chop, to, making positive music Chop. The positive music wasn't getting good reception, to slut me out. If I was a bad bitch, I would want me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we back coming around to NLE the Great, where my boy is like he want to be like the second coming to Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some crazy shit, bro. It's some crazy shit.
Peaceful to being overly freaked out. I'm talking about Chop been so freaked out lately. He on songs telling bitches lick his gooch. Like, what are we talking about? My point
Hey,
is,
yo.
Chop do be very hypocritical. Even though he does push positivity real often, that's a hypocritical man. And Chopper having all these different phases and all that leads us directly to him versus Youngboy. To no one's surprise, after seeing everything Chop done did and been a part of, basically having these alternate egos, alternate personalities. Right now, over the past few months, he would come out and create this whole new brand, this whole new image. Not just, you know, some pictures of him online, but a whole new persona. NLE the Great. It's a whole YouTube channel dedicated to NLE the Great. So like he pushing this more than just a phase on the internet. This is something that it seems like he trying to create. And I think it all started back when Chop had went bald earlier this year. Chop goes bald, he creates this image, and it's all leads to the track against Youngboy. Now remember, these two had beef years ago, but it slowed down, but I'm guessing they never got cool again because out of the blue, it wasn't no public drama leading up to this. I don't know if it was something going on behind the scenes, but to the public, this shit just came out of nowhere. He would drop KO, a diss track against Youngboy where he ain't just disrespecting the man, calling him a bitch or saying he gonna put hands on him, but he really did a deep dive into Youngboy's career, into the narratives that Youngboy pushes onto the newer audience, onto his younger fans. So with this song, Chop wasn't just blindly yapping, he was really going in on how Youngboy is poisoning the youth. And instead of the Youngboy fans trying to understand what Chop was saying somewhat, they do what they always do. They got the blindly hating, not taking in consideration the truth that Chop was really speaking. Chop, he releases this song, and if you don't like him, I'm not gonna lie, you have to respect the creative vision behind this music video. This is probably,
Bro, I said the same thing in my reaction, bro.
one of the most creative music videos I done seen in a long time. It was choreographed, it was shot well, like, it was so much going on in that music video. I think you should watch it.
And real quick, I just realized I did a reaction to this video, bro. I didn't put it out yet because they copyrighted the shit out of my video. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They copyrighted the fuck out of it. YouTube said, bro, we finna globally block this motherfucker. I didn't know at the time that I was supposed to chop it up, like, you know what I'm saying, and like insert it in a different way. So I reacted to the video like straight through. But I said the same thing in my reaction for this video. And if you guys want it, man, you know, I'll probably put it out later this week. But in their reaction, I said, bro, I was like, he did a whole lot to say just a few words, bro. Like, if you guys have seen the actual music video, like, he basically was saying like KO, KO, and like, he did different depictions of like Michael Jackson to what was it? Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson. Like it was some militia depictions in there. It was some of everything, bro. Like, and then like they say, he cut his head off, all that stuff like that. Like, if he just would have left it at like a boxing concept and kept it like Mike Tyson, like on some boxing KO, I'll whoop your ass type shit. It's like, I feel like it would have been better, well received. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rather than you going all around the world to say, you know, hey, I'm better than you and you poisoning the youth. So I feel like he did a whole lot to say just like a little bit. But like he said, despite him doing all of that, you still can't knock him for the creativity that he had to at least put that time and effort into videos. Because I don't care what nobody say, bro. The only people that really put that type of effort into their videos nowadays, outside of him, is really the baby, bro. The baby got like some of the best music videos, but we getting a little off topic now.
Song comes out, you know, he sampled Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. Like I said, probably one of, if not the most iconic diss track of all time, where Tupac was, you know, Tupac was really getting disrespectful. Chop wasn't nowhere near as bad as Tupac, but he was pushing it. But the song starts out, and it's NLE speaking on how he been gone for a while and how he took a break, but now he back, he got something to say. And the main point that he was pushing throughout this song was that Youngboy don't do anything for the youth other than poison, other than corrupt. Chop would say this: you poison the youth, nothing positive you do. You the reason dudes is beating females thinking it's cute. You send dudes to do what you wouldn't do. Role model, you would never fit the shoe. Just a nigga with emotion, a breastfed bitch. Your arm, give me the it, niggas like you make me sick. So, it's a lot to dig into right here. He's saying Youngboy poisoning the youth. And yeah, he directed this at Youngboy, but it's 2025. I think this is a statement that could be applied to the entire industry, not just rappers. So many artists come out and they do push BS and they do push so much negativity to the point where they become a bad influence onto the younger generation. I mean, a prime example of Youngboy fans feeling overly comfortable disrespecting people was, remember, a few weeks ago, at a Youngboy show, a fan started to fight an old man. Basically, it was this 66-year-old dude. He was working a concert. He doing his job. Some Youngboy fans, he teenager, he wasn't really messing with the old man. And I guess he became the joke to these kids, to this group of kids, and they would start putting hands on him. Or specifically, one of them would start putting hands on this old man. And I'm not gonna lie, when it happened, people were like, damn, that's so messed up that they beating up this old man. But nobody was surprised that Youngboy fans did this. Nobody was surprised that this happened at a Youngboy show, because the whole narrative around these Youngboy concerts was, if you gonna go, be careful, because you know how Youngboy shows get. You know how his fans get. You know the audience that he's gonna bring in.
Nah, for real though.
Deadass had a cousin go to the Youngboy show. We had to tell that nigga, yo, be careful while you out there, because we know how shit get. Now, I ain't saying every single Youngboy tour show done been crazy and bad, but multiple times, Youngboy show done got shot down or went on lockdown because of something crazy happening. Or his Chicago show, they were so afraid of something bad happening that they just canceled the show. I mean, just the other day, my cousin, like I said, went to a Youngboy show in Charlotte. They shut that shit down because some rappers got to fighting backstage. But the next huge point Chop came up with was Youngboy putting hands on females. Now, this ain't Chop just pulling something out his ass. Youngboy done got booked on putting hands on females before.
Hey, yo, what is this mug, bro? What is this? Don't cancel me before we even get like into this, bro. Listen, DV, domestic violence, is a serious issue. I don't condone violence. I don't think that it's funny. Although, however, if you're on this channel and you're a fan of dark humor, I'm going to make a joke. So, in good faith, I want you people to know, the people of YouTube, listen. I am not making fun of DV, but I got to know what the fuck made you get on the camera. Like when they took you and they booked you in and they said, all right, listen, we finna take your picture. You got this motherfucker. You said, come on, bro.
This back in 2019.
God damn, man.
Youngboy took a plea deal in his alleged assault and kidnapping case. His representative tells Pitchfork the Louisiana rapper had been accused of throwing his then girlfriend to the ground at a hotel and then allegedly dragging her into a hotel room. Youngboy pled guilty to misdemeanor, simple battery, family violence. Charges of kidnapping and aggravated assault have been dropped. Youngboy got sentenced to 12 months of probation, fined $1,500, in order to attend anger management classes and have no violent contact with the woman. So in this verse, not only did he dig into that, not only did he dig into, Youngboy pushing violence, but he would also speak on their previous beef. He would start to talk about how he wanted to squash the beef, how he wanted to, shut everything down.
That screenshot crazy.
Youngboy didn't want to. He wanted to make it into a problem online. And with this point, I don't understand what NLE Choppa expected to happen. Because this wasn't like, oh, you trolled Youngboy a little bit. You made a song with a man that he had beef with. Not just regular beef, but a beef that blood got spilled over. And then not only did you make a song with he beefing with, but you dissed him on the same song. So I don't know why you thought he would just, push that to the side and get cool with you after you did what you did. Past that, Chop saying Youngboy fried, holding on to a fake image. Basically saying that the life Youngboy pushing ain't really a life he living right now. Chop would say this: Judgment Day around the corner. The creator live it, purposely making decisions to promote more violence. That's bringing more death unto his innocent children. When I do it, it's different. When he do it, it's ignorant. I'm in love with the art. He's in love with tearing people apart. Chop was speaking the truth. He had some good points. He had valid arguments, very valid arguments that a lot of people should pay more attention to instead of just blindly hating NLE Choppa. But the music video is where I feel like Chop was crossing the line. He makes this diss track against Youngboy and drops his music video, which I did give props to for being really creative, but he was pushing it. He had a Youngboy depiction who was in chains. He was whooping him, like whipping him on their ass, pause. And then they was fighting. They in the boxing ring. He knocked him out. But where I think Chop truly crossed the line was the end of the video. He's sitting here running down the street. He holding Youngboy head like a trophy. And that shit right there alone is crazy. Like, I would show y'all on screen, but I don't want to risk getting demonetized. Like, it ain't no blood or nothing.
I ain't gonna lie though, like, and we saw the image a couple times, like, in the header for his NLE the Great channel. I ain't gonna lie. If we on some competition type stuff and I'm running down the street head in your hand, like, whenever we talk about street stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, that's completely different from, you know what I'm saying, that's completely different from just like on some Drake and Kendrick, where that's not really friendly competition, but you know what I'm saying, like, we knew that Kendrick and Drake wasn't going nowhere outside of like the music. We knew that it wasn't finna be no goons here, none of that. It was just strictly inside of the music. But if we talking about NLE versus Youngboy, this shit can kind of like go either way, which I ain't expecting it to go nowhere outside of the music either. But I ain't gonna lie, man. When you dealing with younger people, especially Youngboy at that, no pun intended, but when you dealing with like younger people, bro, like, you don't know how this shit gonna fly. I ain't gonna lie. You really gotta watch it back for real.
But he running with a nigga head. I think that right there was crazy, and I think that alone would cause Youngboy to respond to Choppa, because a diss track is one thing, but a diss track where you holding my head like a trophy is a whole different story. And the internet split half and half right now. Some people supporting them, and then you know the Youngboy fans is cooking Chop. Y'all know Youngboy got that cult fan base, and they mad at Chop, but Chop knew what he was getting into. Beefing with Youngboy, out of all people, the man who probably got one of the strongest fan bases in hip-hop. But not only would he just drop this song, he was putting billboards up at Youngboy hometown. Then at the same time he doing this, we got the Youngboy fans trying to accuse him of botting streams, of botting the attention behind this song, which I personally don't believe, because this song ain't just viral on one platform. This not something that, hey, got 1 million views on YouTube. No, if you open any social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you open anything, you're gonna see something about this Youngboy Chop beat. And this does as a platform getting crazy engagement off talking about this situation. So I don't think bots is being used for this song. I believe this song is just so viral all over social media. I think people seeing Choppa hold Youngboy head up and doing all this crazy stuff in the music video, so they gotta go watch. I don't think this is a botting situation. I think this is something that caught people so off guard, they had to go check it out. But after the song comes out, people all over the internet had something to say. Even Charleston White had something to say. And he sided with Youngboy. And y'all know how Charleston White get.
NLE Choppa, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad bitch. You can't come back with that walk.
Come on, bro.
Bitch. You can't come back with that NLE Choppa with that boy. Now, them boy got some dance. You went to holler about if you was a bad I suck my dick too. You are disqualified from saying anything to Kentrell. NLE, you have been disqualified.
Yo, bro.
I would give you and King Von got in the car and shot them guns together. Once you learn that walk, like that runway model walk, and you went in front of the whole gay world, and they were whistling Dixie, it's your little yellow ass, you can't come back over here to this side of the railroad track and go to barking. No. Go back over there and finish sucking your dick, nephew. Go back over there and finish being a bad bitch and sucking your...
Bruh, and I get it, bro. Charleston White is an old head, bro. The amount of shit talking he be doing, bro, that shit is insane, bro. Charleston... Nah, bro.
Ugly. Ain't none of them handsome. And all of them mostly dark skinned. You better leave these little gremlins alone. But boy, they'll tear your ass out tomorrow. The tour is almost over. NLE Choppa, let them boys enjoy a little bit of that money that boy finna give them. Them boys been doing bad since he been gone. So now they finna be able to get them some scat packs. Few of them might go sleep and buy some switches. But let them boys alone. Yeah, they but nigga, they got guns. Everybody know the pussy got the gun. Everybody know these little pussy ass little boy riding around with these goddamn switches and glitches on their goddamn head. So yeah, they pussy, and they'll shoot your ass too, being pussy.
Hell, even Youngboy mama was getting in on Choppa. And before I let this clip play, she really was yapping. Like, Choppa did not have a crack pipe in that video. That was clearly a cigarette. And he had Youngboy smoking a cigarette because Youngboy literally is always smoking a cigarette.
So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina And then you got a man on his knees smoking a crack pipe, and you're saying Cottrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees and put a crack pipe in his mouth on a video, right? I bet they have another video.
Bro. And I get it. This is mama. But Youngboy sounds just like his mama, bro. Just like his mama.
With that same pussy ass on his knees sucking your pipe. Because who gonna even play that stupid ass role? Your head look like a penis without a rubber on top of it. You better be lucky. Can't say what I want to say on Instagram.
And now look, I ain't finna speak on nobody mama, but she did not make the situation no better. I think it would look a lot better on Youngboy if she just never posted the video.
Yes.
Do I think
yes.
that's fun? I don't know, because this is getting a lot of attention, and a lot of people are speaking about this and speaking about the conversation that Chop has created around Youngboy. What will I think happen? I think Chop gonna keep pushing it. He gonna push it to a point where Youngboy might crash on him. Now, will Youngboy really deep dive into Chopper, how he deep dived into him, or will Youngboy get on this song and just speak violence? If he gets on this song and he's just speaking straight violence to Chopper, I think it's just gonna prove his point even more, because he had valid critiques, yet there are many flaws that Youngboy could bring up and he could rap about against Chopper. Will he do it? Will he respond? How will he respond? I think only time will tell. But what do y'all think as fans? How do y'all feel about this situation? Do y'all see the validity in what Chopper's saying, or do you think he just clout chasing? You think he just hate?
All right, bro. Man, listen. As always, I appreciate the love and support. Y'all please be sure to show some love to Get Like Prince channel. Be sure to show some love, like, comment, subscribe on this video, man. Listen, let us know down in the comment section what you think. Do you think Youngboy is gonna respond? What did you think about the NLE Choppa KO video? Do you want the NLE Choppa KO video reaction? All of these questions, y'all let me know down in the comment section, man. Once again, I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. You feel me?